Hello, good morning, all of you. And my name is Venkat Ikkurthy, and I'm a data scientist and a statistician working with a lot of these big Fortune 100 companies for so many years. And at the same time, I'm a corporate trainer for Cognition Technologies, Novartis, and a lot of these big companies also. Reason why I put this session is this is SAS training, almost like a first class. This first class, before going with this first class, just I want to tell like some facts. So everybody wants to get a job. That's the bottom line is. If you want to get a job, you need to learn a lot of things. One is with the corporate values, corporate ethics, of course, subject also. These are all the things is required to get into corporate. See, getting job is not with an individual person's job. It's like a multiple people. We are all working together to make a success. That's the one thing. Here, some people join from US, some people join from India also. So India also, in the US people, they want to get a job. And in India, they want to come to US or they want to get into corporate. So that is the reason I invited the people here in this session. Before going further, what is exactly a SAS? First thing is, what is exactly SAS and where these SAS is going to be used? Is it necessary? Is it required to learn SAS? Suppose if you are learning SAS today, this software is there forever, or the software is there for at least some time. We need to identify these three things. Because if you want to enter into corporate, or if you want to learn in any software, you can ask yourself with certain questions. Hey, what is this software? First question. Second, who is the faculty? What is this experience? What is his success rate to get opportunities and certification? And finally, how much is the salary? These five are the important factors you need to ask yourself or you need to ask some person. Then only you need to take a decision. Okay, first, SAS is a statistical analysis system. Statistical analysis system. See, analyzing the data using with the statistics. That is forever. It isn't going to dead within some time. No, it's not possible. Simple example I'm telling you, a lot of these people are from India. See, when you are studying a fifth class or sixth class long time back, you are calculating average. The average is equal to total number of items divided by number of items. That is the formula probably in your fifth class or sixth class. When you are reaching your 10th class, same mean formula is going to be used in calculating standard deviation, calculating standard correlation, something. Formula doesn't change. When you are going with the graduation, same formula we are going to use multiple spaces. If you are going with the post-graduation, same formula won't change. Are you going to think that the mean formula is going to change in another 100 years? No, that is the advantage. And when this software is started, it started in 1976 officially. But actually, this software is started in 1960s with the North Carolina University, Cary. So then, commercially, it is 1976. That 24 years, now it is 22, almost like 48 years, 50 years. The software is number one in business analytics. That is the advantage. And now we are moving towards like data science, data analytics, data scientist, that area, because data is the key factor. You need to analyze the data. Without analyzing the data, we cannot take any right decisions. Without analyzing the data, we cannot take any right decisions. That is the bottom line. So we wanted to analyze the data, first step is. And third one is, who is the faculty? That's the next question is, suppose you are learning the software. Suppose, for example, college and faculty and the teacher is very, very important. Suppose somebody got a master's degree or bachelor's in Princeton University or like this or MIT. So how much is their starting salary is starting with $250,000. So suppose if you got the opportunity, if you got a master's in some X university, you are struggling to get opportunities. You are struggling to get the opportunities. The reason is college, faculty, motivation, dedication, all these things is required. Same syllabus won't change, same syllabus. Who is teaching? where we are learning, that plays vital role. So ask who is the faculty. The next question is, next one is like, is it software? Yes, it's a software. Why people want to use the software? They want to minimize their work. They want to minimize their work. They want to make their life is easier, not miserable. Not miserable. So that is the reason. If you have answers for all these things, yes, SAS is one of the best. And who is using this SAS? 93% of Fortune 500 companies, they are using this software. 93%. 100% pharma and biotechnology companies, they are using this software. Pharma and biotechnology, they are using this software. And also, coming back to faculty, you want to get a job, not learning a subject. Again, I'm telling the word itself is you want to get a job, not learning the subject. That means you want to get a training from an industry person, not with a faculty, not with a regular faculty, industry person. So industry people are coming into our training sessions. Why? Simply they want to borrow my experience. They want to borrow my experience. That's all it is. So that means you need to choose a faculty. That faculty should have an industry experience. That's one thing is, suppose if he is a teacher, yes, probably that is good because he know how to explain the subject. That is the advantage. Coming back to me, I told you my name is Venkat Ikkurthy. I am from India. I'm a US citizen. That clearly I'm specifying that word is 20 years I'm here. That's only the reason. Then I worked as a lecturer in head of department of statistics, mathematics, and computer science, 10 years in India. Then last 20 years, I'm here. 22 years I'm here working with these all big companies. I started my SAS training sessions in 2007. First time in New Jersey here. So after that, I conducted so many training sessions. A lot of people got opportunities. 90%, 95% people got jobs. 100% people got certifications. So remaining 5%, of course, that's their problem. That's not my end. 95% people got opportunities. Only one thing is here is hard work. See, if you are working with 70%, I can help you 90%. If you are working with 50%, I can help you with 50%. If you are making zero, myself is also zero. 0 plus 0 becomes again 0. So that is the reason concept is required. First step is for time bound. Suppose if you want to start now, for example, this is the best time for particularly in US people because this is October. November and December recruitment is very low, very slow. After Thanksgiving, recruitment is almost close to 0. So that means these 3 months you need to work hard and get a certification and ready in the market for January 15th or 20th onwards. So this is the best time. One, what is required to get into corporate? That's what I want to explain in this session because a lot of times people are thinking about, I want to learn SAS and I'm going to get a job. Those days are gone. That I cannot say like this. When you see this one, when you see this chart here, SAS Programmer Checklist. See, when you see SAS Programmer Checklist, first step is you need to see like SAS software. Working experience is required. Base SAS, Proc SQL, SAS Stat, Access, Assist, Macros, Connect, and Graph. These are all important. Working experience is required. Then you need to know about operating systems. What is operating system? It may be like a Windows, it may be like a Unix, it may be something like this. And also you should know about SQL database, SQL, structured query language, because you need to identify like we are always working with the data. We are always working with the data. That means how we want to get the data, how we want to insert the data, all these things we can do it in database. That is Oracle, for example, Oracle or Sybase or Teradata or SQL Server, etc. We don't worry about that part, but we should know about like SQL. For that case, SQL is required. The next one is other softwares like you should familiar with. Working experience is a plus clinical data management systems like ClinTrial, Oracle Clinical, EDC, electronic data capture. This is advantage. And in addition to that, if you see like biopharma skills, what is this? Unit testing, how you want to test it. When you are developing something, how you want to test it. That also required. And also quality. analysis plan review. If you have a plan, how you want to review it. Say this is required. CRF, case report forms, C-disk. Nowadays, people know a C-disk, they will get opportunities. 21 CFR Part 11 is for regulations. Other skills, like, these are all the skills is required to get into corporate. These are all the skills is required to get into corporate. See, again, you have a question. Venkat, are you going to teach everything? No, I don't want to give any fake promises. It's very clear on the side. I don't want to give any fake promises. Okay, a clear rejection is better than fake promise. No, but I am going to teach 60% or even 70% of this, 60 to 70%. Remaining 30 to 40%, you need to learn by your own. I can help some extent. Means I can provide you some documents. For example, if you want to learn about C-disk, I can explain C-disk and I can provide you the document, PDF files. I can provide you those documents. It's not a problem. 21 CFR Part 11, I can explain it. I can provide you the document. You will get it online also. So your end product, decide yourself, what is my end product? If you know your end product is clear, I want to get my job. If you know your end product is very clear, I want to get a job. For that case, what is required? What is required here? So these are all the things is very, 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 very important. Very important. Okay, going further, these are all the skills. I'm telling you, friend, these skills is required. But at the same time, here, qualification, a lot of times people consider that, oh, I have a pharmacy background, I have a commerce background, I have just graduation. Forget about it. This is not a rocket science. I'm telling you, this is not a rocket science. If I want to make a cup of coffee, what I need to do? Just simply, I'm taking this cup and put it in a microwave, and 2 minutes, I can get coffee. Same thing. If I want to make a popcorn, just a popcorn packet and put a 5 minutes and I will get it. SAS is like a microwave. SAS is like a microwave. It's very simple. Put a data inside, press something, you will get a report out. You will get a report out. So that is the advantage. But you should know how to use the microwave. Same thing here, also the same thing. I'm telling you again, it's not a rocket science. It's very easy software. And one more advantage is, like, if you are like, FDA, as of now, FDA, Food and Drug Administration, is using SAS software for analyzing their clinical trial data. That means all pharma and biotechnology companies, they must use with the SAS software. They don't have any other option. So that means all pharma and biotechnology companies, 100% pharma and biotechnology companies. Coming back to banks, who is a good customer? Who is not a good customer? All these things. For that case, all banks, they are using SAS. All financial institutions, insurance companies, how we want to claim the insurance claims, how I want to identify fraud claims, fraud. Insurance fraud is big nowadays. See, all these things they want to identify. For that case, they want to analyze the data. How we want to analyze it? 93% of Fortune 500 companies, they are using this software now, as of now. Who is the competitors for SAS? SAS competitors is SPSS, S+, or these are all the competitors. Of course, some other names are there. We don't worry about, like, their market share is 0.00001. We don't worry about it. But major competitors for SAS is these companies, these softwares. 93% of this market with SAS, understand this logic, 93% of this market with SAS, remaining 7% is shared by all these companies. Who you want to learn? Which software you want to learn? Think about that point. See, whatever I am going to explain in this session, it is available in online. First step is, it is available. If you go to SAS website, you will see all that information. So that is that. Another thing is, for example, a pharmacy graduate wants to learn SAS, for example. Pharmaceutical knowledge. If you are again going with a pharmaceutical guy, what is the advantage? You need to go with a person not with a pharmacy background. Suppose if you are a computer graduate and if you want to learn this programming, you should go with the other things, because what you know other things. You should know other things. That's important. Suppose, for example, people like me, I am not a pharmacist. First step is, But I can see when a lot of people knows about me, I conducted so many sessions in pharmaceutical colleges. They invited me as a chief guest, even though I'm not a pharmacist, because they want data science, they want statistics, they want all these things. So similarly, better you choose the right faculty, the most important. Of course, right faculty is I told you, like, importance of college, importance of faculty is the most important part. Going further, if you want to get a job, you need to know all these things. You need to know all these things. First, how you want to get it. That's the reason you should have a piece of plan of action. First week, I want to do this. Second week, this. Third week, this. Fourth week, this. You need to follow those type of things. Then I can tell you on 100%, you will get your first paycheck in January. You will get your first paycheck in January, provided you need to follow all this step-by-step process. If you are ready to work hard, at least 8 hours a day, for example, 4 hours work with subject, software, 2 hours market, how the market looks like, what type of positions are coming up, and the next 2 hours is preparation of interview. I'm telling a friend, tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you want to say? Why you want to choose this company? What is your strengths and what is your weaknesses, etc., etc. All these things is required. That is the reason I am going to provide you 64 toughest interview questions PDF book to all of you, all of my students. That you need to, day one itself, I am going to provide you. And day one itself, you need to have a software in your computer, and you need to have like 55 million pages. That means 50 lakhs pages of documentation is there required, for sure required. And also material. I'm going to provide you the material like this. This is the Introduction to SAS Programming. This is the book, and this is the advanced book. These 2 books, I'm going to send it to each and every person. Each and every person, I'm going to send it. See, all these things is required. Then most important is commitment. Most of my classes are in weekends only. Weekdays is not possible for me because I'm working with my client. It's not possible, only weekends. That to 9 o'clock to around 12:30, 1 o'clock is the weekend, 4.5 hours time. So every week, 8 hours is almost close to like 6 weekend sessions, 6 weekends. So 6 weekend session, you need to have a lot of work. You don't have time to take even long break. That much of work we are going to provide it. You need to do all these things. So if you are ready to work hard, something like this, definitely we are the right persons. We will help you to get the opportunities. Now going back, I'm going to open my presentation now. What I explained here is the same thing like this. I told you, like, when you are with the right person, it's impossible to do anything wrong. If you are with the wrong person, no matter what you do, it won't be right. Tell me I forget, show me I remember, involve me I understand. See, day one itself, you need to write a programs. Day one itself, you need to write a program. That's the important part here itself. I told you, like, a lot of experience on this side. When you see this one, this is just like it's very simple presentation here. Importance of statistical programming in clinical research. Say statistical programming in clinical research. When you see this one like this is it's me. See, every industry is using statistics. Pharma, banking, insurance, logistics, manufacturing companies, automotive, resources, retail, high tech. All the companies, because they want to get a right results. They want to analyze the data. Trust me, if you are going with a data science or data analyst, you need to know statistics. You must know about SAS programming. Those two are mandatory. I'm talking about the word statistical programming. Nowadays, statistical programming, we are going to use SAS. Probably after some time, we want to use with R. Sometimes we are going to use with other programming languages, but formulas are same. Formulas are same. It won't change. Mean is equal to X bar by N, or total number of observations by number of records. Suppose correlation is equal to covariance of XY divided by standard deviation of X into standard deviation of Y. It won't change. But probably we are using different programming language. All banks, when you are going with the banks, all banks business is same. Collecting deposits and giving the loans. All banks across the globe, same, but they are using different softwares. Here, you should know about the business. business. Conceptual concept behind is required to get into corporate. See, statistical programming for better decisions. Now, see, nowadays everybody talks about these dashboard applications. Everybody, even if you're going with the stock exchange, stock market, you are seeing this type of diagrams every day. Even if you want to buy one product, you are talking about reviews. Even if you want to go with Amazon, if you want to buy one particular product, you know what happened? If you are put in a shopping cart, it will go through some other products. People who bought this product bought these products also. How it is? Correlation. Relation between these two. That is correlation. That is nothing but statistics. So nowadays, everybody is using statistics. Everybody is using statistics. For that case, programming is there. Okay, now going. I am going to provide you, I don't want, a lot of times people are going to mention, hey, we are giving a real project. Nobody is going to give a real project. Trust me, nobody is going to give it. It's not possible. We need to sign a lot of contract, a lot of agreement, a lot of stuff. It is not possible for us to share anything. But we are going to provide you some real-time situations. When you see this situation here, I have a data set like this. Patient data 00100, etc. Everything. This is the dosage date. I am giving a 001 patient. Dose date is 1st January this much. This guy got 31st December headache. Okay, I'm giving a medicine on 1st January. That guy 1 day before he got some headache. Are you going to consider that is a adverse event? That headache comes with using this medicine, using this dose? No. I want to see final data set like this. In this final data set, there is no 31st December headache. There is no. Here, my question is like using SAS procedures and data steps, combine these two data sets. Combine these two data sets together to get a final data set. Together to get a final data set. The final data set should include adverse events. See, adverse events that occurred on a dosing date or 1 day after a dosing date. Please understand this logic. Any adverse event occurred on a dosing date or 1 day after a dosing date. If I'm taking some medicine, I may get some adverse event today or even tomorrow itself. After 5 days or before 2 days, it is going to happen? No, that's not adverse event. I am going to provide you this type of request situations to you. So that means tomorrow when you are going to the work, you will feel that, hey, I did this type of requirement. I did this type of requirement. Of course, don't worry about data part. I am not going to share anything for sure, data-wise. These are all dummy data created here itself. Here. And also I'm going to provide you some books also. Some books means some standard books. So that book contains some good examples. I'm going to provide you that examples also. That means, see, I told you I am not going to do any unethical things. First step is first. And you need to take your interviews only. Suppose if you are working with me, you need to take your interviews only. And also like you need to work hard. Then only it's easy for you to grab the opportunities. Not grabbing the opportunities, surviving in a project. That's very important. See, now SAS. See, we want to measure. We want to variation, comparison. All these things is nothing but statistics. See, you're here. Read the data to be analyzed. Data step, SAS data set, proc step, results analysis. Finally, final results. If I'm giving some dummy data, if I'm giving raw data, some data, and finally you want to see the report. Hey, this medicine is good or not. For example, COVID, which vaccine is much more effective? It may be like a Pfizer, it may be like a Moderna, it may be like a Johnson & Johnson, etc. How? Johnson & Johnson took only 1.5 million people in US. Johnson & Johnson medicine took only 1.5 million. If you go to like Pfizer and Moderna, you know how many people took that medicine? So depending upon that, see, you have a raw data. That means one, take Pfizer, it's Moderna, etc., everything. You are doing all these things, and finally this much. And I want to see how it is effective with kids, how it is effective with 18 to 45 years of age, how it is effective to 45 of this to above age, if it is more than age. So like when they want to put it like right? Like, risk factors. Risk factors is some people with diabetic, some people with something. So they want to identify it. So for that case, all these requirements, etc., everything, you are going to use it. And finally, you are creating a report. This report goes to the public. This report is for the companies. They want to take a better decisions. This is forever. This is forever task. I don't want to say like, oh, this is the task for the day, or this is task for the, no, this is forever. That is the reason statistical programming, statistical analysis is the live, it's forever. It's a work is there itself. I mean, jobs are there itself. So that's the one thing you need to figure it out. Suppose people like me, if you want to learn some statistics, it's not a problem. I can teach from bottom line to, I can explain all those things. What is the purpose? What is the advantages, disadvantages, etc. Everything I can explain it. How much is required for your job work? I can do that much. Okay. Now, SAS named as world most innovative company. Most innovation. Like, when you see this one, SAS is only the vendor named in a magic quadrant for data science and machine learning platforms in all 8 years its existence. See, if you are going with SAS, probably your next target is, that's also very important. So if you are learning software, what next? Next, you are going to become like a data science and machine learning platforms. That is also important. Now, why SAS? See, whether you are a data scientist or business analyst, statistician, forecaster, all discover real power of SAS to export, analyzing, visualizing the data. That's the most important is. So depending upon the data, I can smell how the data looks like. So for that case, some programming knowledge is required. That is SAS. Okay. Learning SAS is the first step towards launching a dream job. Very first step. So what is your next step is? You want to become like a data scientist or business analyst or statistician, etc., etc. Career options are endless when you have a right skills. Always remember, if you have a skills, nobody is going to stop you. If you don't have skills, nobody is going to help you. If you have a right skill, nobody is going to stop. In this country, land of opportunities. We're all here, take the advantage. Better to learn good skill and better to get opportunities. That one. If you don't have skill, even myself, nobody is going to help for sure. Our resources can help to get where you want to be. That means we are teaching, we are learning. Every day a teacher is a learner almost. When I'm taking a class seriously, of course, I'm taking seriously classes. Some people are already in the class, my classes are totally different. So that means every time I am able to learn at least a single new concept. Single new concept. That's why our classes are a little bit different. Okay, now, the median annual salary for computer programmers were over 10K higher when SAS listed in a job profile. See, learn to get certified technology, BI, business intelligence, and advanced analytics also. See, career path. Particularly data science rose 29% last year, will continue growing. Data scientists are the #1 spot in the Glassdoor best jobs in America's list. Check it, Glassdoor. Check and see data science is the #1. Boost your salary. At least you will get 8.5% additional salary. At least once you have SAS credentials. That's the advantage. Keep your skills sharp and your future is bright. Technology is always evolving, and so SAS. We will help you to stay on top of industry most in-demand technologies. If you're talking about artificial intelligence, if you're talking about machine learning, predictive analytics, all are comes under SAS. All are comes under SAS. SAS comes under statistics. So that means you need to get it. Oh, I'm a statistics guy. No, not necessary. SAS already did everything. But I don't know. You should know. If you want to use a microwave, you don't need to know about what is the technology behind it is. Not necessary. So don't worry about that part. Just simply how you want to use it. What type of outputs you are able to get it back. Those two things, yes, we will help. No. Curiosity is our code. SAS analytics solutions transform data into intelligence, inspiring customers around the world. Why I'm talking like this? I want to make a motivation towards. If you want to learn the subject, learn perfectly, and get a job. Make a target of 3 months from today itself. Hey, I want to get my job. Forget about all these things. I want to get my job. Okay, Venkat, are you going to help these things? This. You can ask me something like this. Then we can discuss. We can discuss those things. That's not a problem. But You should know about a lot of things. We believe curiosity is the heart of human progress. Curiosity is the heart of the human progress. So that's most important. Why Apple is fall down like this? That's the lot of inventions. See, world best inventions. You know what is the world best inventions is? Very first one is fire. Fire. Without fire, imagine. Second best invention is wheel. Wheel. Without wheel, we cannot go anywhere. Third best invention is laptop, computer. I mean, without computer, we cannot do a lot of things. Worst three inventions is, gun. We can kill one person. Second one is dynamite, 100 people. Third one is smartphone. We can destroy thousands of people. Those three are the best. These three are the worst. Similarly, curiosity is the heart of the human progress. Last year, when you go to DICE or everywhere, you can see labor record market data, 209,000 job postings listed in SAS as a desired skill, 219,000 jobs. Data analysis are transforming the global economy, director of SAS Global. SAS is the leader in analytics. So number one, innovative software and services. SAS empowers and inspires the customers around the world to transform the data into intelligence. See, I'm using that word data into intelligence. See, depending upon, without data, we cannot do anything because you must love the data. That's the important part. When you want to work as a data scientist, always data. Now, we believe, like I told you, this much. SAS is the leader in analytics. I'm sure on this side, no exception. Now, when you say SAS is in 147 countries, say 83,000 businesses, 93% of Fortune 500 companies, they are using SAS. This much is 13,000 employees. These are all the company facts. Okay, when you see this, it started, I told you, basically first it started in agricultural experiment, National Institute of Health, University of Cary, University of North Carolina. They started there itself. Then after that, they started in 1976, James Goodnight, etc. These 4 employees. Every job is everyone's job. The most important is every job is everyone's job. The young 4 people, they started their stuff now like this. 1978, there were 21 employees. 600 customers. Now is a $1 billion company. $1 billion company. You can see a lot of their landmarks, etc. Everything is now around the world. SAS recognized the best workplace for its energized, creative, and inclusive corporate culture. Corporate culture. I'm telling the word is corporate culture. So corporate values, corporate and advanced analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc. Everything is in a part of SAS right now. Okay, 40 years. This is not okay. Why SAS is a leader here? Yes, SAS is a leader in analytics. Analytics is a reporting. SAS is number 1 here. I told you life sciences companies, 100% of life sciences companies, they are using SAS. See, more than 2,350 life sciences companies, all sizes use SAS. 43 countries, they are using, only life sciences. These are all things only for life sciences industry. If they want to go to pharmaceutical industry or biotechnology industry, yes, SAS is one of the best options. Don't worry about it. I'm a pharmacy graduate. I want to go to No, pharmacy students, trust me, this is the word, perfect sentence I'm telling you. After 2002, a pharmacy graduate from India is not eligible to take NAPLES examination. People are coming from India to do something. They are not eligible to take NAPLES examination because registered pharmacist, they want to come to other areas. SAS is only the best option for them. If you are going with some BTech students or MTech students, probably they are going with SAP, they are going with other technologies. But SAS is one of the best option, not only the option, one of the best option for them, because data science and data scientists, these are all the excellent areas to work for next couple of decades. Okay, like this, clinical research analytics, real world evidence, pharmaceutical manufacturing, commercial analysis. All these areas, we have trusted solutions. So SAS has trusted solutions to help your business. Similarly, anti-money laundering, risk management, fraud detection and identification for financial and insurance companies. All these applications are there itself. For that case, first step is you need to learn SAS programming perfectly. You need to learn SAS programming. People are asking about SAS programming, what you are going to teach. I'm going to explain those things a little bit later, actually. Say like this artificial intelligence, etc., everything. So these are all the industries: agricultural analytics, banking, capital markets, casinos, consumer, etc., etc. All these industries, they are using SAS. Suppose if you are going back to like a manufacturing company, they want to make a quality product with less price. How they want to do this? Using with statistics, SAS programming, life sciences, insurance companies. With olden days, if you want to take an insurance, they are asking a bunch of questions, hundreds of questions. Now they are asking only one question: smoker, non-smoker. If non-smoker, your premium is less, all these things. If it is smoker, the chance of getting other diseases is very high. That's only one line, one word, how they want it. Previously, they are asking hundreds of questions because their statistics is going to apply. At the age of 25, your insurance premium is less. At the age of 60, insurance premium is high. How? Because the chance of death is less at the age of 20. Chance of death is high at the age of 65. That means depending upon the chance, risk factor is there itself. If risk is less, they want to take a less premium. Risk is more, they want to take more premium. How they want to calculate it? Then SAS, statistical programming. Hotels. Say if you want to buy a hotel room, like depending upon occupancy, Priceline is giving like $40 per room. Same room, if you want to book them, they want to make it $250. Why? Because they want to make like occupancy is high, occupancy is less. They don't want to keep their hotel rooms ideal. So they want to get money back. So that is the reason itself. See, all these things, they are using a lot of SAS. That is the reason I am not going to teach SAS. I am going to teach SAS in an industry. There is a huge difference is there. SAS in an industry. Suppose if you are in pharmaceutical companies, how SAS is going to be used. If you want to enter into financial sector, how SAS is going. I worked in Citibank for some time. So like I'm working with more like most of my experience in 22 years is 30 years is 10 years solid teaching. And 22 years, I am with 10 to 12 years, I am with the pharma industry, and 5-6 years with insurance companies, couple of years with manufacturing, a couple of years with the financial sector. That is my experience. And at the same time, I have like 15-16 years teaching SAS and business intelligence weekend classes. That is my experience. That's the reason, depending upon your experience, depending upon your interest, I can throw my ideas that will definitely useful for you. Even if I want to review the resume, I can see, oh, this is the way you want to prepare the resume. Resume is your face. Nowadays, people they don't want to see your face initially. They want to see your resume. So resume is your face. That means resume is good, you will get an interview. Once you got an interview, then you need to speak perfectly, then you will get opportunities. That means subject, good communication skills, good quality resume, and subject. Of course, timing is also very important. If you send your resume by December 25th, for example, you won't get any phone call, because December 25th to January 1st, almost all these big companies, they are going to shut down between Christmas and New Year. On the time, so timing is also very important. Push your resume today itself. Otherwise, wait. Send your resume by January 5th or 7th onwards. That's the reason I told you this is the best time to learn the new subject. Okay. Now, certifications. Say this is my name Venkat Ikkurthy here, and this one also here. This is some advanced certification. This is base certification. When I got my certification, 2008. This is 2008. And if you want to check with my validation here, for credential verification, something like this. That's this one. I see, remember this one, 21st July and 21st July, both are same day. I took base SAS in morning and advanced this evening. Even I started my career in 2000 in SAS programming side, I took a certification in 8 years after. On that time, it's fine. Nowadays, if you have a certificate, you will get an interview. So that is the reason. Make sure that you need to get your certificate from SAS Institute. That is the important. We will help. We will help means we have some sample questions. We are going to give some training, etc. All these things we can do that. That's not a problem. That's don't worry about that side. Spend your time, work hard, then you will get it. Okay, this is the global certification stuff. And once you got certification, they will provide you a symbols like this. It's like base programmer, advanced programmer, etc., etc. Then put that symbols in your resume. You will get an interview. That much. You will get opportunities. So many opportunities here, across the globe. You can do that. So this is what exactly I want to explain in this situation now. And I'm going to start with my SAS session also now. I'm going to start with my SAS session now. Before going with the SAS session, if you have any questions, you put it in a chat window. Then I'm going to clarify those questions, and then I'm going to write a small program in front of you. Small program like this, a small program in front of you. Then after that, you can decide these things. So next Saturday, we have a class. I'm giving like a 5 minutes break now, 11:45, the 5 minutes break, and then we need to start it again. Okay.